Something I tell my church all the time is like, we have to stop seeing the issues. We got to start seeing people. It's easy to lose my civility on an issue, but with people, it changes everything. It doesn't change what I believe is true, but it certainly changes the way I see that person.
And I really have with the word issue you say, I'm glad you brought that up, because this is such a big issue in the church. There are two really big issues, and all the other issues get mentioned, but they are just downplayed. In modern evangelicalism, the focus is on homosexuality and abortion. Those are the two things that we focus on. And listen, I'm vehemently pro-life and anti-abortion, and that's never going to change. But at the same time, why you want to build a bridge between the gay community and Christians when you make this one such a big issue, instead of at least a secondary issue? And you make it political. You pull out things to sign this petition against Prop 8. There's not going to be a bridge. I'm not saying that I think you as a pastor have an absolute right to feel how you feel. And I think within your church, you have an absolute right to say, hey, you know what, you can't come here and serve. I mean, because of your lifestyle. That's fine with me. That's your right. And I don't want that taken away because I like our religious liberties. But when you start getting involved in politics, that's a little bit of a problem. And when you put an emphasis on this and you ignore so many other lifestyles that contradict what you're supposed to live as a Christian, and you use the excuse, oh, well, you know what, he's just a struggling Christian. We'll allow him to be 300 pounds and obese because he's a struggling Christian. She gossips a lot, so we'll just let her go. She's going to work on that. But you're gay, you're going to hell. Essentially, the church says there's no sin you can't be forgiven of. So you can have somebody who goes to church and serves in a church who is a confessed and known rapist, and they can still work there. But if I'm a practicing homosexual with my partner, I'm not even allowed to go there. And if I held his hand, I would be spoken to. And it's the hypocrisy. And it's a little bit of a cliche, but I understand the gay community's concern with the hypocrisy of it.
And I'll say, there would be no person who, in our church at least, who was a rapist who would be allowed to have, to be serving in any. But I know you've had stories like that, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing that you can do within the church if you've forgiven that cannot stop you from serving.
Right, that's hard, and except this one thing.
Yeah, I'm worse than a rapist in some people's eyes. I'm worse than a child molester because I have not confessed this sin.
Right.